So thank you for watching the video, guys. This is the 5-year review, a little bit late. Bought this car in 2014 with about 11,000 miles. It's a 2013 F10 M5, and I've got to say I've really enjoyed this car. I think it's actually my favorite car of all time, even more so than the R8 that I have. It's just a great blend of performance and luxury, styling. The sound system is great. The car sounds good stock. It doesn't sound amazing. It's a little quiet, but I did go ahead and zip tie the valves back, and so they stay open all the time, so get a little bit of sound. But you know, all in all, it's been incredibly reliable, and it's getting to the point where it's getting incredibly affordable for a car with this much performance and comfort, and the BMW name, which ties itself to its handling and I guess its racing prowess. And so thought I'd share with you folks out there what I thought of it. No real major issues ever. You know, I had the car while it was under warranty, and I've had it even longer when it wasn't in warranty. And only thing I've had is I had to replace a battery, and I had a small issue with the air conditioning ducts. They were in the engine, they were opening and closing. It got a little bit warm, but took it to a mechanic. That was one thing I just didn't know how to deal with, and he said there was just some gunk in it and cleaned it out, and it's been working great. So I think that cost me, for him to clean out the gunk, less than $200, and a lot cheaper than replacing the motor, which is what the dealership would have wanted. So anyway, with that said, let's do a quick loop around the car. So really, the car doesn't have much more than some rock chips on the front of it, and I went ahead and I replaced these reflectors with body colored fillers. I replaced these side panels, got rid of the chrome that was around here, these grills. I thought about changing this out, the chrome, but it was a lot of work. I could probably wrap it. I love the wheels, didn't do anything with the wheels, very happy with them. I did tint the taillights out. I swapped the emblem in the back for the black M5 emblem. I didn't do anything with the exhaust. If you look at some of the other videos in my channel, you'll see how I swapped out the, I guess you would call it like the rear diffuser that came with the car. It really wasn't a diffuser, it was just like flat for the carbon fiber rear diffuser. I wrapped the rear little lip spoiler and the roof to be a matte carbon fiber, just because the car was just way too blue. I have replaced the tires once. I replaced them at about 27,000 miles, and I'm up to 46,000 miles on it. I probably am gonna have to change the tires before it hits 50. I put a tire depth gauge on it, and it showed that I probably have another 1/16 of an inch, and then it's ready to go. Really didn't do anything inside the car. Didn't really need anything, but it's a little dirty now. But I love the Bang & Olufsen stereo. This particular model has the blind spot assist and lane departure and collision avoidance, and what else? I think that's it. It does have the massage seats, the ventilated seats, and heated seats up front, and it does have heated seats on the rear as well. I don't know that they've ever been used, and it does have the entertainment package as well, as you can see on the backs of the seats. And I did a video on the Bang & Olufsen system, how it's installed, and talked a little bit about the differences between the Bang & Olufsen and the R8 and the Bang & Olufsen in here. More so aesthetically, not so much sound, but the aesthetics of it, and kind of the way that they make it a little bit more unique with the LED lights. And I'm trying to think if there was anything else. Oh, I wanted to show you the spec. I love this laser etched aluminum. Check that out. It is just really cool. I love the spec on this car. I wound up searching for this car. When I was looking for it, I wanted this Monte Carlo blue, and I wanted all the options it had, including the rear sunshades. It has the side shades, has it for the back window. You can see how they did the Alcantara back here. They put the Bang & Olufsen speakers in there, and it does have the all Alcantara headliner too. So again, literally one of my favorite cars of all time, and it's just so comfortable. It does have the soft closed doors as well. Such a neat feature. And I did do the front splitter down here in carbon fiber. It's actually the second ones that I had to buy. The first one on this side got hit by a pebble and it like cracked it. It didn't look like it was like a spider web crack or anything. It just hit it and then punctured whatever the clear coat seal was, and it made a big white spot. It just looked weird. So I did replace it. It wasn't expensive. And I did do this front grille as well. So the front grille was chrome surround with black inserts, and I did that. Just kind of a little annoyance with the car, and I think it's, you know, a lot of the BMWs is you get a lot of debris in this front grille and you cannot take the front grille off. So I bought these really large hemostats. So if I ever see like a cigarette butt in there, which does happen from time to time, I'll pull it out with the hemostats, and you can see my K40 radar detector down there. I have that in the rear as well, and this car came with it installed. The prior owner had put it in, and I absolutely love it. It's great for having on a daily driver. It's probably saved me from a couple of tickets, not a ton. I'm not much of a speeder, but it did save me from a couple. And again, like I said, the front does collect a lot of road debris, as far as, you know, rocks hitting it, bugs hitting it, and it probably could use a respray if I was a perfectionist, but I'm okay with it. It also has the cameras right here, so if you're pulling out from kind of a blind alley, it will turn on a camera on each side of the car and you'll be able to see either side of the alley, or whatever's coming at you while you're still kind of tucked into the alley. Of course, it has the folding mirrors, and it will tell you what the speed limit is as it goes by a speed limit sign. It'll flash that up in the heads-up display. So I mean, it offers so much. And I know that the newer M5s have even more technology, but for me, I'm very happy with the car, and I don't have plans to part with it anytime soon. One thing for those of you that are looking for a F10 M5, just be cognizant of, under the hood, there's a cover over the engine block where the turbos and I think that the intercoolers sit underneath that panel. And I'm gonna flip this around. What you need to be aware of is that it gets really hot in there, and there are 4 rubber hoses that connect the metal lines of the intercoolers. And I'm just trying to make sure that I say this properly and not give you bad information. You pull that panel off, you'll see it. It just pops right off. It's the M panel. I had to replace one of those hoses, and it was that all 4 of them, there are 4, all 4 of them were previously replaced. And it's a known problem with the car. It was covered under warranty the first time it was done. When I did one of the 4, which was leaking, it was brought to my attention on the last oil change I had. It literally, I don't exaggerate, it literally took me like 20 to 30 minutes, and I was taking my time just to make sure I didn't mess anything up. I just cut it with a razor blade and popped the new one in and tightened down the clamps around it. And only reason it took me 20 to 30 minutes is because I'd never done it before and didn't want to mess it up. So under the hood, you can check out my other videos. I put dry performance air filters in there, the AFEs, so check the channel. You can see a video on those, and I also did a race chip. Read some of the comments. Some people don't like the race chip, but I don't know if they've owned it. Nobody said that they owned it and said that it didn't work well, but I'm happy with it. No error codes, and it gives me a good push. I'm happy with it. So anyway, please surf the channel, share, like, subscribe, and check out some of my content on the R8 too. There's some good stuff in there. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Please feel free to put any questions in the comments below. Until next time, thank you. Bye.